I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, I knew that hell would not have him.
They say they ain't afraid of nothing till they facing something. My statement's blunting, no skating from it, erasing pundits who make assumptions, what they say redundant. Opinionated judges stay in their zone so they remain in comfort. Yeah, what I hear or see on display's disgusting. Some praying salvation came from blood and await destruction. This dope and deadlier than fentanyl, all y'all faces sunken. Too persuasive, cunning, invade the function, blade the stomach. Nah, it ain't a thumping. At this age I flourish. My place to nourish. You ate and rummaged to face the public. I'd hate to punish cause you playing rugged, break the covenant. A fair games discussion, today a judgment. It's hard to miss you, so the darkness hits you. Your guards and goddesses, cards and crystals get charred and ripped through. The playing field isn't even, dog. The odds against you. Your boxer fist, you start and spark the issue. Start a pistol. Rap dudes deficiencies, that's food delish to me. Endlessly move efficiently. Cap to infinity, that you clap who you shitting me. The biggest greenest bitch holding fire, Statue of Liberty. The intro king says I'm unorthodox, different style. These mic powers bound to disembowel the infantile. Y'all paying different pals, vicious crowds to stick around. This food for thought is upscaled, how niggas miss the child. Damn. My written verses can lift your burdens. Misinterpret the print and cursive, it gets a bit disturbing. Came with a purpose and did a service. Spit his turn from top rated list to the list of missing persons. He getting nervous, his missus swerving, and his Suburban hit the cervix and the chick was squirting. He bought the chick a Birkin, me just a trip to Perkins. System jerked him, sitting in prison, stuck with a fist of Jergens. I find in scripture I live imperfect. I'm a sinner, but I deliver this picture perfect. This discernment told me I only could take a tip from servants. They seen his plates in the drip and they washed him dish detergent. You see this face, they always would say this kid deserves it. So there's no mercy for vicious serpents that's in them hearses. Bit the dirt and now they kin in churches, fibbing sermons. How his wings was earned before they zipped his curtains.
Treat these verses as prayers. You'd think my palms be clenching, non-pretending, calmly resting when I ain't harshly venting. These two-faced motherfuckers, sick of your Harvey Denton. Eager to see you scammers fall, is that condescending? Listen buddy, find your feet before you get trodden. Cause when they hungry try to eat, you see a fed watching. Could be an ugly time in streets, that fast money life is sweet. Trap phone, moving keys until your cell locking. Plus it was your mind telling. Them type of persons I'm wowed by. Your word isn't bound wide. These serpents are now sly, afraid of snakes, but wise remain awake. It's why a small circle around I. Purpose is outlined. Study the manual till every method read. Them hurdles is how high? Flying obstacles, that's improbable. Gotta get up and get it. Can't lie when you're pathological.
Twano got the recipe.
Brain throbbing and swollen from constant commotion. They not in control, but the monsters won't stop the provoking. Your man up in hospice and choking. Morgue freezers, they locking and loading. All believers, this requires a lot of devotion. No prophets are spoken, no gospel Quran isn't open. No Tanakh, just falsehoods, ominous omens. It's not a Glock, neither a chopper that I'ma be holding. Options patrolling and plotting the closing. Your watch frozen, blocks molten, that's lava, that's golden. The topics are chosen below, it's in bottoms of oceans.
And when Hines blends with Wise, this rhymes interwoven.
I'm not focused on products that's golden. Top of my goal is demolish opponents, abolish your slogans, I got the components. Conquered the holes and those you honored as prominent Romans. You ever seen a death you knew you was behind? You won't murder, but you're fine with getting brothers lined. These customized, toughest guys need to tuck your pride. Physically, you live once, won't get another try. Spiritually, I think about it when I shut my eyes. I dream about nothing that phones can buy. To summarize, you're running hard once your buzzers die. Crushed inside, cause you never touch the sky, butterfly. I must despise all the stunts and lies. What comes to mind is once a line, next comes demise. They hate for us to rise, so they must divide. We under eyes of what's divine, meaning nothing slides. You honor me, or trying to martyr me? I part from thee and still y'all wanna target me, that's archery. My constancy and war degree will trump your sovereignty. And honestly, I hardly see anyone spilling honesty. Hines. I told her bask in the weather out in Aspen and Denver. She ranting about her man like this cat's an oppressor. But last December she had to surrender. Back when I met her, she was trapped by this rapper pretender. All in the psyche, he consumed her, that's Hannibal Lecter. Unsilent on the lamb, in fact that attracted some pressure. Confined up in the can, now he has to think clever. His wife ain't Stacy, the dame done dashed or whatever. Matter of fact, I clapped her first, wish I clapped them together. But if his wife happened to catch her, imagine the terror. He had your gas, said this'll pass if your master's endeavors. Passionate letters, how his wife was the trash to the treasure. You had to send cash to the center, I laughed and undressed you. You gasped as I entered, you called it immaculate nectar. I'm his rap predecessor and the active successor. Protector, add in preceptor, that's massive conjecture. Damn. Son grown in the streets and always speak greasy. Said hella freeze before I start, but let these streets eat me. Couple visits to the briefcases be easy, but this time the flip side, he's got a free PD. Attorney took, caused him grief deeply. Trial and error, new science, and I can see 3 key. People he been eyeing, he been crying, please feed me, seems needy. I remember we used to beef briefly. The war's over, but his broad's colder. Love the way his main piece treat me, that's a peace treaty. The sharpest minds is missing rhymes I've written. Tired of listening to lies of crime committing. Plus your time in prison, this ain't conscious spitting. You think I'm lacking wisdom? Fuck your morals, your sorrows, and all that matters with them. Lame men's terms, I burn my aim, diamond prism. How's that diamond glisten, fire prison. Ride I'm driven, die I'm living. I give it to you with your 2 chains on. Robin thinking this the composition. Your ideology's a crock, I'm shitting on your modern times. And guys are switching, we got conditions. I got equipment and pristine, you should stop the mission. I can't stop what's the creed for those in ops positions. But I'm insisting to stop the living, the competition. These plots I'm digging, watch the clock is ticking. Yeah. One thing about wounds, we all got them.
That's a fact.
Another thing, some of us have gave them out.
Guilty.
Listen. Yeah.
Ball, what up, nigga?
I know the stroke your pride, you throw a show online. Your soldier dies, now some of them bros you know are hide. Playing nothing but a role your coast supposed to ride. Coincide with where your focus lies, serving your Cobra's Kai.
They don't get it.
This is sheer colder vibes, you hold inside below the line, but dreaming if I reach this totem pole I rise.
Polarized.
Your flow's reprised when you go revised. A roach's size, see what I vocalize is oversized.
Facts.
The goals are mine, they known to show in time. The quotes I scribe to those prescribed to those potent highs. Every word you spoke despised to those with open eyes. They played your track, then you hold your side and open thighs. She had the ghost of God, no goodbyes and no replies. An open mind, and I've been loving how her throat's designed. Been noticed by some local spies, they in a state of panic. The bros and I, they say our brains is damaged. Face been slashed and grazed and blazed with cannons. Ain't the average, claiming that this God we praise and fake and our faith satanic.
Fuck out.
Create a clash, and when it's faith you're bashing, you must be willing to lose, son. That's Abrahamic. If I ran up on the stage erratic,
Wait, what happens?
I'm filleting salmon, rusty stages, snake attacking.
Yeah.
Free speech for this praying madness. It came with taxes, places, fragments. In the bay, attach him to anchor mantis. False anointed niggas pointing fingers. No way to control it, it's totally automatic. Pointer sisters, on the Lord I know that you're relying. But talking iron, so removal of jaw and eyes is the cause of dying. I'm falsifying, engaging, falsifying, or glorifying to the one who's exalted highest, that's more defiant. Boy, this guy just hit my line of fight. Said if I don't find my wife, it's best you cross the borderline and find a flight. Dear my ex said I'ma leave you alone, knowing I'ma make it back in one piece, but Romeo must die tonight. Knowing I'ma make it back in one piece, but Romeo must die tonight. Huh.
I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil.
See the evils in people, but what about yours? I guess your sinning is different, you just some outlaws. Who you deeming is demons, should watch your mouth more. You know about God, it's cloud sure to sprout war. Dunya Dean, I stay between, I'm not without flaws. But who's a king without the rain, but green you downpour? Too obsessed with who fresh, been going south more. Your junior, senior lady, leave my rest without draws. A plate of fish from them heinous bitches to taste delicious. Major slipping on sacred bliss and profane addiction. Love to fuck me, but they hate religion. Mumin, Israelites, and hate the Christians, but pay magicians, pagan witches. I gotta pay attention, stay my distance. Fuck a nut, she suck, you bust, her shape is shifting. And some modern day women create isms from fake wisdom and straight venom that snakes give them. Many suffer from them same symptoms, and it's clear that there's agendas that's more severe than racism. Made decisions and they blame systems, hates in them. Stay sickened with bad blood, AIDS victims. Same rhythm, staying woke, lying folks dying. Some they provoke violence, then stay at home silent. And you could say I'm never right, I state my own science. But nothing's left if we ain't trying to trade a Joe Biden. I was the son of addiction, my mother was sipping. Pop slumped in the kitchen, that junk in his system. Hugging and kissing in under a minute. Turn to tussling and friction, just a kid adjusting who coming to visit. Under 10, a cup of gin, it's disgusting, I'm spitting. By 14, no was guzzling, it wasn't a limit. Pop said, you keep this up, you'll become a statistic. Mother was livid, how the fuck you becoming a critic? Who's the one that's consistent when you're running and ripping? Busted your hip up in the whip, drunk and juggling women. We the ones that's forgiving, me and son that's a given. Damn, fuck the dysfunction, I love him and miss him. At least I knew my pops, to my sons I was missing. Me and their mother was tripping, and because of decisions I'm stuck with a vision. But this one hasn't come to fruition. I took accountability, but there's others that didn't. Ashamed I wasn't, considering how my mother's a victim. That's another story, gory, and from the beginning I learned to love, but then I struggled with love that's forbidden. But the loving, the lusting is different. Shorty was much older, smoke while I'm rubbing the kitten. She was coming, insisting, but I wasn't resisting. All myself, I'm the toughest of critics. Still shining, trying to make a diamond in the roughest of districts. Wondering if what I'm reliving is just an addition to my subtraction at times because of division. Some of you written, sending thugs and them gunners to prison. I didn't come to discuss what I'm pitching. Cut your subscription for disrupting my living. In the huts and you're swimming. See the Morgan, I'm a free man under suspicion. This encompasses such a sustenance. Soul food you're close to, that's what Justin's is. Your brothers is living covetous, gluttonous plus the stubbornness. And I recall your last covenant, so I'm not appalled you chose the road to the mass cussedness. What you loading, holding the weapon for? Protecting yours we never saw whenever terror soars. I don't respect the cause, verily men at loss. And I never enter doors with them checkered flaws. Yeah, it's been real. Right now. Wise, what up though? Gnome, Soulchild. Fudge. It's too many. It's too real. Yeah.